We should be back, everybody. We've got Gimmick on the stream.
Hello.
Hello.
Alright everyone, hi, I'm Nars223, I'll be commentating. We have Aquas and Engi doing a Gimmick best ending race here. Alright, so this game is very technical, and this beginning part here is an extremely important and hard to do trick here that they may do a couple of resets if they don't get it. So this game is very technical. It's one of the most technical speedruns that I know of out there. And it gets a lot more difficult because of the physics in the game. There's a lot of slopes and angles to throwing and riding your star around, and so when you're doing tricks, things aren't always exactly precise, so you have to constantly be adjusting for it here. The routing in this game is all based off of your points, and the reason for that is because you need certain items in the game for certain skips and to beat bosses quickly. And so your item drops are based on your points. So when the 10s and the 100s columns match, then you'll get drops. So 2, 4, 6, 8 is a bomb, which is used mostly for everything in the game. So we'll be paying attention to that here. So coming up here is a pretty interesting and difficult strat where they're going to use their own bomb, throw it and jump off of it here, and then hop in a cannonball and hop up the screen. So it looks like, oh, we got one down. So this is going to be a very difficult to come back from here because his route is going to be completely messed up. Alright, and we got on the bird here. Let's see if he can get the bomb skip here second time around. Alright, we got Engi going to the boss. And he's through. And that second one that Aquas just did there is a very hard trick. You need to throw the bomb off the wall and have it and land on it at the same time that the other one is falling. Alright, for best ending here, the difference between that and any percent is you get a whole extra level, and so each level you need to collect a special item, which Engi just got there. And if you get all the extra items on the 6 levels, you'll get an extra 7th level to get the best ending of the game. And so everyone say hi to my neighbor Totoro. Alright, and if you notice, he's got 3 bombs ready for the boss coming up here. And so the routing in this game then is you're setting yourself up several levels in advance, generally. So the way he has his bombs and his points right now are set up so that they'll wrap around and be ready for the next level when he gets to the next level. So this boss here, you can only hit him when he is in the water if you have bombs. Otherwise you have to wait till that snail climbs all the way up the slope there and starts shooting at you before you can hit him. Uh-oh. Looks like the game glitched out. Well, this is going to give Aquas an advantage here. Engi's going to have to start over. So back to Totoro.
Other way around, I think. I got him backwards.
You do? Oh no.
Aquas is on the left. Or his name's on the left, but his screen's on the right. I just noticed.
Okay. Okay. That's what I thought, but I wasn't sure.
It's all right. I'm not sleep deprived or anything. My apologies.
All right, so it looks like Engi's starting over then, and we got Aquas. I got it backwards, don't I? Okay.
Happens to the best run, don't worry.
Alright, so Aquas now will be trying to catch up. And so this game, though, due to how hard some of the strats are and how if you don't get your points throughout perfectly, it can cause a significant time loss, which means Aquas will actually have a chance of coming back here, possibly. We'll see how it goes. If for some reason Engi doesn't get the glitch, so this version of Best Ending has a glitch in it that allows you to, on 2 of the levels, skip most of the level, which will be coming up here. If he for some reason does not get that, then Aquas will definitely have a chance of catching up to him. Alright, so Engi's doing this high jump trick here, which is pretty precise. You can throw the star at any distance you want from the wall there, but it's like a 1 pixel window to actually get that jump up there. And so he's having some trouble there doing this, which in a normal run, this is a run killer right here. It'll pretty much just end the run for you. You have to reset. You can waste, 20-30 seconds pretty easily there if you don't get it. Alright, now Engi on the left, maybe I'll just say left screen, has items set up here coming up for this mid-boss. And that right there, you can get the mid-boss very quickly there if you have a fireball. His pattern is pretty predictable. Sometimes he'll jump early and you may miss him and have to shoot another one.
Alright, they should be fixed. Sorry about the confusion.
Oh, you switched the video. Not the names, okay.
Yeah, either way. I could have done that. That would have been smarter. I'm a fool.
No worries. Alright, Engi's coming up to the glitch here. He's going to throw the bomb and crack the shell when it's a little over halfway down, which is going to cause a sprite overload on the screen, and it's going to screw up some memory in the game, which causes Yumataro's hitbox to be smaller. So what happens when his hitbox is smaller, then when you jump into a ceiling, the game will zip you through because it doesn't want you to be in there. And so it allows you to skip portions of the game here. So he just skipped pretty much the entire level. Though he had to jump up above for a second there to get to activate the what's it called? Not the save point, but the checkpoint. So then he'll start back up here and jump up above, and he skipped a very large portion of it. We still do have a glitchless category because the stuff that the glitches skip is like some of the funnest stuff in the game, so we decided we wanted to keep a pure run of the game still. So there are any percent and best ending glitchless categories. Now he's able to throw a bomb there a little bit ahead of time when that spider boss is off screen. And hit him a little bit before he gets on there. And if you get in the right pattern, he's a pretty easy boss to beat. If you don't, he becomes difficult very quickly. So it's coming up to the second skip here. He's going to wedge himself basically in this slope and get hit on the slope, and that guy will basically push him down below the screen. And then he gets dropped into a different area of the game, which is at pretty much at the end of the game, or the level, sorry, not game. It is a very precise trick, though, so you noticed he missed it the first time and had to die so he can come back. So now he skipped most of the level there, but we gotta go back and get the extra item here. And these rooms are, a lot of these rooms here are very, very difficult and very precise and very easy to mess up, so. We'll see how he gets this long star ride. Didn't make it quite all the way, so he's heading back there. So we should make it all the way over to that health there. And throwing a star before going into this wizard room will allow, or will cause the wizard here to have a predictable pattern, like the initial pattern that it does. Besides that, the wizards are very heavy on RNG. The only way to really manipulate them is to get bubbled. And once you get bubbled, you're not able to throw your star, which makes it difficult then. You gotta just wait. So the second boss, he's got a few different, like 3 or 4 different patterns he can do starting out. And if you hit him immediately, you can get through him very quickly. If not, you kind of just have to wait around for him. Now, Engi's coming up to the final wizard boss here. And this wizard boss is very heavy on the RNG. There are times when he will just float around at the top and not come down for several minutes, and there's really nothing you can do about it. You just have to wait for him to throw a bubble so he can get bubbled. And he disposed of him very quickly. So Aquas is going to have a very hard time catching up at this point, because this last level is pretty straightforward. There's some interesting strats in it here, but it's kind of a straightforward run just to the boss. The boss can cause some problems though, but in general, if you can get him stuck into the right pattern, you can dispose of him pretty quickly. So Aquas got the glitch the first try there, so that's good. So now coming up here, Engi can't jump up because of the glitch. He cannot jump up into the next screen because it just pushes him right and he falls down. But jumping up will cause a checkpoint to be saved there. So he just has to kill himself after that point and he'll start up above. Alright, now let's see if he can get the boss into the correct pattern here, which will make the boss a pretty easy fight. Otherwise, the boss is going to be nearly impossible with having such low health and no special items. So he's got him in the pattern. Looks like it's going to be a good fight here. He did it. We're good. As you can see, Aquas is catching up pretty quickly here. He's not that far behind. So Aquas is going to have a pretty good time for having to restart in the middle of the game here.
That was so unfortunate.
Those things happen, though. I've actually never seen that happen to him ever in all the streams I've watched. Just so that's kind of funny. So good job to Engi there. We get to see the girl be saved. When you do any percent, the ending, you don't save the girl, and you kind of just float home on a bird, and then you remember later that you completely forgot to go save her. Alright, Aquas has got the tooth ride. He'll be coming up to the boss here pretty quickly. Let's see if he goes for any extra swag strats at the end here. And he's doing a little straightforward. Probably just wants to get this done at the moment, not risk anything else. This final boss can be very tricky if you don't get him in his pattern, so let's see how Aquas does here. And you got him in the pattern, so we're looking good. Good job to both of you.
Yeah, nice race. Sorry for the technical issues there.
Definitely. Shout out to Aquas for going in even after the crash.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it definitely shows off Aquas' skill. He is absolute top tier in this game.
And I got a $25 donation from Rolf015. He says, "Great marathon so far, keep on running. Incentive choice goes to the winner of this race." So Engi, when you have the time, please let us know.
Okay. On that note, I think we're going to go ahead and switch to the next game. So stick around, everybody. We'll be right back.